Hi, welcome to this DMDF Tower Love reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So what I was getting was a kind of an uncertainty. Now that could be with you've got back with your person and uncertain if things are changing, or you're not with your person and there's an uncertainty about your choice. Something about uncertainty. I need to get in a bit more. Maybe I'm not getting so much because if it's a individual thing, hence why we say it, personal reading. Yeah, an uncertainty. But yeah. Let me just jump in. Okay, so I have a Facebook group. Thank you for those who have joined. There's far more posts on there with more people like me who's in mission. I post, I'm a bit behind on posting, so hopefully mission people's posting in there, because I'm working on a counselling program and counselling you guys. So like I said, there's far more information, more people who are in mission like me, so more tarot readings, more posts, more PDFs and stuff, which you can't do on YouTube alone. So check it out. It's in the description box. It's about collaborating this year, so all of us together in one place is what the Facebook group can provide. Page of Swords. Yeah, waiting and watching to see how things go. Page of Swords, the Devil, and the World card. So I feel with these two, the Page of Swords and the Devil card, it's a bad pattern. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's you're getting pulled back in. Or maybe you feel you're getting pulled back in. Why did I say maybe? This is... Bear with, I'm getting not a lot of messages. A message which I've got to kind of figure out. Because the World card is connected, but it's not connected. Hold on. Let me try to work out what I'm getting. So the Page of Swords, like I said, it's like you're waiting for your person. It's like, it's two things here. There's either you're got back together and you're still defensive. You're waiting to see if he's going to do or she's going to do something like what they've done before. The Page of Swords. That's what I feel with this. The Devil is like you're trying to put the past thing behind you of that pattern. You're trying to release that pattern. And so like that's why you're ready now for things. But it's like it's not ready with your person. It's ready with the World card, the universe. It's like do the work inside. You're still looking at your person. For example, say your person... say you've got back together and they're like, okay, I'm not going to keep letting you down. I'm just thinking something like not showing up. I'm going to promise I'm going to show up when I can. This is just an example. And so you're like, okay, you see some steps for making you to go back. Or you might be in that push and pull with the Devil card here, twin flame stuff. So you get pulled back in, right? This time what you're doing is, okay, I'm going to guard myself, I can prepare myself so that if they do leave me out in the cold, I don't know, maybe you're going to argue because it's a sword or something like that, or you're going to be ready. You're not just going in with open arms like how you did before, right? It's preparation or something like that. But this is saying about, well, no, what triggers you about him or her not turning up is what you're supposed to work on. You're supposed to go in and do the inner work on it. Another example, like is if he's emotionally available, she's emotionally unavailable, and they said, okay, I'm going to definitely try. So you're like, oh, I've heard that before, but it's my person, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to kind of protect myself. And it's like, no, go in and see what is the trigger of what your person isn't doing for you to work on. That's what this is saying here. Was that connected to the initial energy? I can't remember what it was. It might come up. Yeah, it's about you working on your third party. I'll give an example, and I'm doing another, loads of programs with this counselling program, which I might add in this, what I'm going to say here. This isn't about you giving up, because I've got a small amount of you might have given up, and it's like you're getting pulled back to your person now. When you, I'll give another example. Why are you doing it like that? Because it's inner work. Because I'm getting a lot of stuff which I know, but you don't know. And they don't normally do it so much in a reading, them lot. So it's a point. It's a reason why they're doing it. It's like the inner world, your inside knows. It doesn't matter what outside knows. I'll give an example, a couple of examples. Like with my channel, the algorithm of YouTube, because I'm only doing one a day, so my subscribers have gone down. So they add on extra subscribers if you're posting more. When I'm posting 4, they add on, kind of match what I do. Now I'm posting 1, I'm seeing that it's going down. That's quite normal. But am I not as busy? Of course I'm still busy, because the universe provides, because I'm working 100% still on the business. The actuality of the views looks like it's going down. Subscribers might be not getting so much because I'm not posting 4 a day, but because I'm still 100% working on the same amount, just different versions. I'm not posting so much, but I'm working on a program. The universal laws will provide, and I'm still getting the same amount of customers. Do you see? Different version. I'm getting paid more, like more people buying the programs instead of bookings because I'm not posting. That's this work. And this was connected to the video yesterday. There's a same misunderstanding here. The third party is the work that you do on the inside of what shows up on the outside. And your person is the trigger of what you need to work on. Now, I said I was working on my program, and what I might add on the program is that, how do you know, this is a massive question for you to hear, how do you know when enough is enough? Because I feel that's what the problem is with the twin flame. But it's a divine connection. So that's one massive key. So if it's a divine connection, you know you're supposed to be in it. They wouldn't put you there for you not to be in it. The other thing is twin flames. You will never hear about a twin flame get beating up another twin flame. They don't do things that are like, you know, I don't know, really extreme, let's say, right? They only do things which your perception is they hurting you. And I'm like, there is no thing that can hurt you. They don't personally say you're fucking fat, ugly and stupid. Oh, fuck this, I'm out. And they go ghost. So what they teach you, they're massive, is stop taking things personally, because this world is fucked and corrupt, and you need to go out there and save planet Earth. You're going to get attacked, right? Not literally, but people are going to say you're nuts, you're crazy. What do you mean? I have people that I have to tell to leave the community when they say things such as, you know, I went and had the vaccination, right? And people be like, what? There's a global virus that you know, everyone's doing that. Do you see what I mean? You're going to get attacked. So that's what they're teaching you. They don't teach you nothing which isn't relevant to your contract. So back to this question, because this is relevant with this reading. How do you know to give up your person? I'll give you an example. Have you dated someone? There's 2 examples. Have you dated someone and then you finished and you had enough, and you obviously, well, not obviously, I don't know how old, but, you know, and you've broken up with someone, right? Obviously not your twin flame. And then when you finish with them, it's like, you know, you're done. You might try to get back, but that's just because you're used to them being around. It's not really love. And over the couple of months when you're properly split up with that person, you don't feel that urge to go back. You don't think about them. It lessens. The twin flame, if you split up with them and you still have that urge, you're supposed to be with them. There's still something to do. You will, just how you know it's your twin flame is exactly how you would know to separate. So if you're still having that, it's like inner work. Even at the point of me, and I'm still not 100% happy with my person, there's stuff that I feel can be a bit more, then the inner work is, well, I've got to be more patient. Patience triggers a lot of people because we're programmed from television of the fast lane, the microwave, you know, the quick things now. But in reality, I'm going to be 50 in a couple of years. Well, this April, I think I'm 49. So, right. My point is that well, not really hoping, because I can't wait to go upstairs, to be honest. But if I die about 90, and when you're doing stuff like this, creative, you're working on yourself, you're healthy, that's when you die at like 90. Normally skin, unemployed, working for someone else, stressed to fuck, 70, right? 70 to 70, 80. So if I'm 50, I've still got 40 fucking years with that guy if I nail him time on 50. Although I will fine. Do you see what I mean? That's a long, long time. So what they're teaching you with the divine timing and the patience with your person is that work, if it takes 5 years to get someone you're going to, and I think most of the people younger than me that book me. So you do the maths. If it takes 5 years to know something you know you will be happy with, and that love, that the sex, the happiness doesn't change, right? Isn't it worth that amount of time? This is what it's teaching you, that lesson. But what you're doing here with the Page of Swords is like, it's like literally still an old pattern of trying something little. This is an example of, okay, and you may think you're doing something different, but this is like, okay, I've done Reiki, now I'm going to go do acupuncture. I've done yoga. Yoga goes with meditation. I'm going to go do a course on, or go to practice meditation. That's this. But you're like, well, no, Sophia, it's completely different. Normally, I try to talk to him. It doesn't work. So what I'm going to do, shut my mouth. This is this example. And get back together, but I'm going to kind of have my guard up. I don't think it's guard up, but kind of, right? Page of Swords, because it's kind of watching the situation. But the Three of Cups is like, that's the third party you need to work on, right? When you work on that, then you can celebrate. That's what this is about. The Queen, look, Queen of Swords is here. Yep, definitely watching and waiting. Look at these. Right, this is mental. Literally, it's mental, but this is mind. And what this all this community and all aliens are here to tell you to live inside. Live inside. You don't really need to think about situations because of the thought form is corrupted by the television and elite secret society, but they can't corrupt insight, inner knowing, inner vision, because it's you. They can't change that. That's your core being. A thought form can be changed, right? Because how many thoughts do you have a day? So this is about living on the inside. Because that's what I'm saying. You keep getting pulled back to your person. There's a reason. Stop resisting it. That's my counseling. Stop fucking resisting. I tell you to put something in place, and if it still happens, I'm like, okay, you're resisting it. Let's work around it. But the first thing, what I would say is just admit that it's your person, right? And then do the inner work. Why are you, you know, because I get it, because you will say it's him or her that, for example, is emotionally unavailable. But like I said, this contract is way bigger. Since, was it last year? They changed the contract to be more alien, more galactic. It's more about your inner knowing. So you don't get affected by the outside of people talking about the virus, talking about, you know, negative stuff. You just live within. The ace, yeah, this, like I said, look at this. All about how you think about things. You need to cut that shit out. Stop thinking Ace of Swords, right? And go in your inner world is your truth. I don't know, this is a short reading, but that's it. I said I get a few of you here that might have been separated and you're waiting for them to come back, right? And you're feeling like, oh shit, they might have gone to the third party. But even if they do come back, you're still going to be defensive. The devil card here. It's not your person that's the devil card. The devil in the traditional Rider-Waite, they're not bound to the devil. It's just a pattern of belief or tradition that you can come away from. Now, I'm not saying it's an easy thing to come away from, but when you're inside, it is easy. The thought, you think it's hard to come away, not from the push and the pull. The push and the pull is kind of the twin flame contract as such. But I have it, but we don't call it that because we always see each other. So it's like when we have a pull, we just like, okay, can I see you kind of thing. It's normally more when you're in obviously separation to say it's not completed. You know yourself, like you go to a job and you're like, I've had enough, I want to leave. That kind of situation. And you leave the job and you might even get a shittier job, but you knew that job was going to leave. If you don't feel like that after a separation or a time length away from your person, it's not supposed to, you're resisting it. You're just listening to other people, the devil here. And I'm not saying other people are the devil, but you're listening to other people. Get rid of him if he's not opening up. Get rid of that person because they're not holding your hands. I don't know. Get rid of that person because they're not meeting us lot, your best friends. You're splitting up with them due to the third party, not to what you want. And when you go in, you're in. It's like a flip here. It's like you're looking out for your person for the changes. But can you see on this card, I've got matey here, right? Your person. The masculine looks at you when you do the inner work. But at the first card here is the devil. I mean, sorry, you. Looking out for your person, watching, right? Page of Swords is watching. Watching for your person to do changes from his or her third party, but it's you, the Queen of Swords, underneath the devil. It's like, I'm all right, Sophia, I'm doing pretty good. Is that person? It's not. It's a contract. The contract is that they can't, and that's where other spiritual leaders, like, they can't do anything unless they're beating you. Then I'll say get rid of them. And I don't come across twin flames that beat up their person. If anything, the feminine, that you lot will beat your person, twin flame. They won't put their hands on you, and they won't attack you personally. If they did, it's because you are the nightmare as well. It will be a toxic relationship between both of you. But they don't do things like that. They do things to show you that, you know, even if they're late and they don't show up and you get triggered. Why do you get triggered? It's like David, I'm meeting him today. So this reading you're getting Monday, but I've recorded Sunday. I don't normally do that, but because of the internet's not working where he is, well, it works, but only for what he does. For uploading several videos, he's got the basic package. Didn't need it for me. So now I'm staying there longer. It's upgrading, which is taking a while. So I've pre-recorded this Sunday. You'll get it Monday. Now, why am I telling you that? Because it's like, but still I'm recording it. I'm like, okay, I'll record it. And I worked out Sunday, which is today, which you'll get this Monday. I worked out that, okay, just in case I don't go today, I'll still work on my counselling program. I'll pre-record these videos. I had a list of things that I was going to do in case, because why, he's got his daughter, so, you know, he might want to have her longer. So in case he says to me, okay, I'm back now, but I'm tired from dropping her, or, you know, I thought to have her for an extra day, I'll be fine. So it's making the situation fine so I can see him next time. This is you sticking to pinpoint. things or Pacific, but the now can change. There's ways around it. You know, you might get pissed off. Oh, well, you know, another person might say, oh, for fuck's sake, you said Sunday, right, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't see it like that. I see it like, well, okay, just in case. And just because normally when you prepare, things go all right. When you don't prepare, that's when is fucked up, right? So there's another way of what you can do. You just need to know the other ways. The ways that you are doing it is still from the belief system of others or stuff, not the inner work. So when I get to the point of, okay, I'll plan out what I'll do today, Sunday, just in case he cancels. And if he says I'll still come along, then I'll still go, right? And if he says, oh, no, then I'm like, well, that's fine because I still got my plan of work. It's a win-win for both ends. You hold your person to what they say literally, right, without being more flexible. And that's what this is trying to be flexible with the situation and circumstances and still being your truth. Then that wouldn't trigger you. That's what I'm saying. That's the third party. And that's where I can help you. When you book me, I'll get you to see. It's all about seeing things differently. Then if you've done it my way, for example, how is that your person letting you down? I'm already preempting from his, you would say, letdowns from the past. So I worked another plan so it wouldn't hurt. But you wouldn't. You're just, well, why don't they just turn up? Why don't they just turn up? Right? For example, my person was emotionally unavailable, big time early doors, right? So what did I do? Well, obviously there's a reason for that, right? So I'll just, I didn't say anything because I knew he was, he struggled with it. To lose what we had when you know they want to be with you the same, he couldn't mention it. There's an issue. And it's not my issue, it's his issue to deal with. I just thought about it until I came to a place of, well, okay, I'll deal with it. It's fine, right? That's what the work you have to do. Work on yourself until you find a solution. Not, oh, I'm just going to wait for him to change, wait for her to change. You can't change them, you can change you. And this is what this is. Changing how you see it. But you are trying to change it from the devil. And the devil is all about, the devil's all about structure, law, restrictions, disciplines, and stuff like that. And this is about being flexible, right? You're trying to do it in a different structured way, but that's not how you do. And that's thought. When you go within, they generally, but if you're blocked with negativity, you can't see it. It's too close to you. Whenever I do counselling, I tell people stuff with their life, and mainly it's because it's too close to you, you can't see it. So you can't see the solution. And like I said, if you said to me, he said, I'm a fucking idiot and I'm stupid, I'll say, give me his number, I'll go and cuss him out, right? They don't say that. I help you find a solution that it doesn't personally, you think they are attacking you, right? That's what this reading's about. So let me get these cards. I'll get some advice for you, and then let's see what your person's thinking or feeling here. So this is about being in the truth, and the truth is we're here. It's lightworkers, starseed, twin flames, to teach people to go within. When you go within, nothing bothers you. Nothing what your person does bothers you. Even if they're teaching you patience, and you're, patience. Like I said, when you think about it, you got, even me, I think, flipping out, it's still long, 40-something years to be with David. I'm nearly 50, and people class that as old, right? I'm like, not really. I'm still living my life. I'm still can't wait to live my life a bit more. Most people are planning their retirement. Do you see? But I'm like, God, 40 years with David, that's still long. It's still fucking long. So whatever it is, they're teaching you something here. Well, more than something. It's normally more than that. 2 of Cups. This is about choosing yourself, loving yourself. 1 cup, right? Your person, loving yourself is yourself as a person. And I say that because I believe in us. This is divine masculine. I pulled out the wrong one first. So that, they always come up with good stuff. I believe in us, right? And that's it, right? You say your person's emotionally unavailable. You go over there, you know they believe in you. In both of you. And I'm not saying they don't open up. I'm not saying that it gets what you want, it gets there in the end. But this is teaching you that people just settle. People go for jobs and they look and they say, oh, this is good money. This is good money. They don't even think about that they want to be there for the rest of their life to get the fucking retirement pen. But they just look at the money. I'm like, no, you look at the bigger picture. Do you even like where you're going to be? Look at the staff, real empaths we can read. Do you look like they're an idiot? When you go for the interview, you're all nervous. You look at the bloody boss to see if you can work with that person. It's like, no, you just look at the small details. The money of a job. The money of a job is bigger. And that's what your person is teaching you. Look at us, where we will be in the long run, not looking at the little nitty gritties. They're fucking gangster, man. 2 of Cups, that's love, right? Choosing love, not a specific, not a situation of it, the love. Choose the overall of love, right? Oh my God. Woo! These cards, man. Divine Feminine, 10 of Wands. Bush in your ass. My insecurities, hello, are showing up left, right, and center. Divine Feminine, 10 of Wands. That's what that is. 100% insecurities. And to get to the bottom of it, it's not necessarily I'll work on confidence and stuff like that. It's removing the negative to see a situation fully from a past. This insecurity you might have of your person saying I love you because you didn't have it as a child, right? And you just want that clarification of someone who you really love and it will make you feel better, right? Then you do the work and you can't see that. You can't see that. And you're saying, oh, my mum and dad said I love you. And then you do an image reading or with someone in the community or you start getting in counselling and blah, blah, blah. And I'll say to you, or they will say to you, well, yeah, they might have said it, but did they mean it? Did they see you? Did they ask you what you really wanted? I love McDonald's. I love strawberry ice cream, but it's not good for me, is it? This is getting to the nitty gritties. This is an extension of the one yesterday. But this one is, like I said, there's a small fraction of you that's either got rid and you're regretting it and you want to get back, right? Or you're feeling the pull. The pull's coming, so you're like, oh, Christ, here we go again. Or you're defensive, which is the same kind of reading, because even if you're with your person or not, you're still defensive to, oh my gosh, things are going to stay the same. Like I said, this is getting to the nitty gritty. You need counselling. The counselling will help you to see it from what I'm saying from a different perspective and to accept it. You're still resisting. You're still resisting what is, listening to friends, family, devil, third party, tarot readers. Get rid of him. You know, you are better than that, right? Whatever they're doing is known as a disability, right? Because they're not physically, and even someone who physically fights someone, beats someone up, there's a reason for it, right? There's a reason for them to do that. But anyway, just because their disability doesn't show in a physical form, how dare you? And they would say, no, I wouldn't get rid of someone who had, you know, Down syndrome, because it looks like proper, you know, I would try to love that person forever and understand that they have a disability. Once again, they are showing you their what is classed as their disabilities, which you are rejecting. But no, give me a normal person and you're an alien. We're here to love everything. This is what this is. Us, right? Love my disabilities, love what I am, and look at us. This is what your person, they're fucking gangster. So your insecurities are showing up. And like I said, it's not like I'll go and do some confidence, because that will still remain. It's about finding the trigger, go into it. It's transmutation of energy. I don't know how many times I've got to say that. That's what this is. Go read what I've got on my counselling page, what the counselling is about. I've got a description of how it works, right? Which is natural law. That's how it works. And it works pretty quickly. The counselling don't take long, and I guarantee it, right? And it's not just me, others in the community as well. I'll be telling you when the program's completed or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, you're carrying this burden. Not them, they're carrying love. Love of themselves. As I say on his channel, that's why twin flames are known as narcissistic. It's a higher version of selfish love, right? To show you that. But they're not. I've just got to make this clear. They're not. Twin flames are not narcissistic, neither, right? They just purely into doing their thing. You just want them to look at you, right? But no. But narcissism is a difference. I would say that, but they're not. That is difference, because I've had that, and that is not a twin flame. But still, that is still another mental or abuse as a child, a neglect and rejection as a child. So how dare they diss the person? If a tarot reader comes up and it's narcissistic, they could at least say, listen, it's coming up as narcissistic traits. Maybe have a break and work this out. Not get rid of him, you can do better. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. And you're telling people you're a spiritual leader. To reject someone, fuck me gently. I can't do. Sorry. All right, I'm out. Check out the Facebook. Speak to you later.